The United States and Saudi Arabia have had one of the most important, and yet unusual, relationships in modern geopolitics. One is a theocratic monarchy, while the other is a religiously diverse democracy. So why would they ever want to get along? Well, Saudi Arabia quite literally provided the fuel for America's growth post-World War II. If you're from America, you know how truly important a car is. Americans of all different backgrounds love cars. And even if you don't, you still gotta use one in this country if you expect to get anywhere, other than around New York City. America had good amounts of oil to supply these cars with, in Texas and Alaska, but with the Cold War brewing, this supply was simply not enough, and America wouldn't want any large amounts of oil going to their rival. So America turned to the Saudis for energy security. In return, the Saudis turned to America for national security. After Egypt had attacked Arabia, the Saudis agreed to let the US have military bases in their country. But then the two countries would experience their greatest rift due to another pair of countries. The Saudis weren't too happy with the United States supporting Israel in its conflict with Palestine, and so agreed to join its fellow OPEC members in embargoing oil to the United States. Now, people love to talk about how Vietnam was able to give the United States a run for its money, but many forget just how much Saudi Arabia was able to strong-arm the US. The United States, not wanting to lose its oil supply, or worse, have it go to the Soviets, agreed to get Israel to back off its claims in the Golan Heights, and from then on, relations between the two countries would become normal again, and would continue to grow. That was, until a certain day in 2001. Despite the administration in the US at that time going after Iraq and Afghanistan, many in the country were quite surprised to find out that it was actually Saudi citizens that made up the majority of the hijackers, and a Saudi citizen was its ringleader. Over the years, more and more evidence would come out showing just how involved the Saudis truly were, further souring relations between the two countries. But ultimately, this clear secret hatred both countries' populations have for each other is not the reason why US-Saudi relations will truly deteriorate. Ultimately, America will have no use for the Saudis in the future. Already, natural gas and newly discovered oil fields have greatly reduced the United States' appetite for foreign oil. Oh, and that Elon Musk guy, there's a reason he overtook Bezos as the world's richest person. Or will he did at one point, who knows what it'll actually be when I upload this? Anyway, people value Tesla stock highly because they see the future as a world without gasoline-powered cars. So, if the US no longer has a need for oil in general, it certainly won't have a reason to play nice with the Saudis to maintain an oil supply. Now, you may think the US will still prop up the Saudis to support against Iran, but I'm sure the US would much rather send their money to Israel, or even Turkey, to watch over the Fertile Crescent, as they are increasingly seeing it as more of a hassle than it's worth. Ultimately, the Saudis will have to find a new weapons dealer, or else those people they sold those weapons to may come knocking on their door. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, remember to subscribe and leave a like. Thanks.